Greetings and salutations. It is I, Professor Macabre, horror YouTuber for the month of April, here with another DVD update video. Yes, indeed. Like I mentioned in the previous video, I was able to go to a flea market that was usually a gold mine for movies. I would go there and I would find so many movies on the cheap. But unfortunately, Professor Macabre has to work for a living. So, well, not me. The vessel that I possess has to work for a living and feed me. So the poor bastard has to work so that I can have all these beautiful things that you see behind me. Poor bastard, his life sure does suck. But not mine. I get to watch movies and talk about them online. And so my life is pretty easy. And again, I'm horror YouTuber of the month, so I am living it up. Yes, indeed. But I was able to go to the flea market and add a couple of horror movies. I just was looking there, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of depressed because I couldn't find anything good. But then I saw this one spot, this one seller that just had a whole bunch of horror movies. And I was like, oh, god damn it, I wish I had more money. But I found, and I bought a lot of the good things. I unfortunately did leave behind a couple of those midnight movie releases that MGM released, and damn it, I wish I hadn't had to leave those behind. Those are out of print, and they're not that easy to come by. And they also had a whole bunch of Alpha Video DVDs, which I also wish I would have gotten. But the funds, they are not that much to buy movies. So I bought the best of the bunch. I am hoping that I can go back next week with a little bit more money and get those midnight movie releases, because those are very hard to come by, indeed. But I did make out like a bandit. You just saw, and I just recorded the editions of the Ilsa movies and those Toxie Triple Terror sets. But I did find some other movies that I wanted to share with you. So, first off, I was able to, surprisingly, finally add Michael Jackson's Thriller album in CD. I am ashamed to say that I didn't already own this in the collection. Michael Jackson's Thriller, in my humble opinion, is the greatest music video of all time, and I will back that up to anyone that says otherwise. I just love the music video of Thriller. The zombies, the sort of cat werewolf thing that Michael Jackson transforms into. The voiceover by Vincent Price. I freaking love Thriller, and you bet your ass that thing gets played every year on Halloween. Both the music video and the song. But again, I am ashamed to say I didn't have the CD in the collection until now. And this is the special edition. Now, there is an anniversary release of this that has a DVD that has the music video and some other stuff. But I already have Michael Jackson's number one's DVD that has Michael Jackson's greatest songs and the music videos on DVD. So I just really needed this. And I finally have it. I am so happy to have this in the collection, because Thriller is my favorite Michael Jackson album, and I'm kicking myself to not owning it already, but I finally found it on the cheap, and it's now part of the collection, so whoopee. Now, on to the DVDs. I picked up, I don't have the first season, and Walmart has the collection. But, again, I am a frugal collector. I can only buy what I can afford. If I had unlimited resources, you bet your ass that I would buy things as soon as I see them on the shelves. But I can't. I'm not poor, but I'm not rich either. So I can only find things if I come across them on the cheap. So I unfortunately am missing the first season, but I was able to get season 2 of Friday the 13th. The series. I love this. I would watch this nonstop because when I heard that they were making a Friday the 13th series, I was like, oh, awesome! I freaking love Jason! Let's see what they do. And I was a little taken back when I saw that it had nothing to do with Jason. It was about these group of people that were trying to recover cursed items that were sold through a pawn shop. I was like, well, it's not Jason, but goddamn, I love this. So I followed first season, second season, and the final season. And I've been trying to get these babies on the cheap for a long time. And I finally was able to find season 2 of Friday the 13th, the series, and the final season of Friday the 13th, the series. And I love this series. I will admit, at my old age and after recently partaking in the booze, my mind is not what it used to be. I was never good at remembering shit. But at my old age and after starting to drink, that's gotten actually worse. But I do remember a lot of really cool episodes of Friday the 13th, the series. The glove episode was one that was really cool. The one that about this really awkward guy that finds a wish-granting gem, and he's able to transform himself into a pop star, was kind of disturbing, but awesome at the same time. The coin one was pretty cool. The scarecrow one was another memorable one. So I've been trying to get these, because although they are not related to Jason Voorhees' story, they do have the Friday the 13th name, and I've been wanting to add these to my Friday the 13th collection. And now I have season 2, and the final season, so I am tickled pink that I have these. Now I just need to find season 1 on the cheap to complete the series, so hey, yeah! Also found this one, Incubus, starring William Shatner. This, for the longest time, was a lost movie. It was only discovered in somewhere in France. And this is a movie that stars William Shatner falling in love with a succubus and then having to fight an incubus. But the notoriety of this is that everything was recorded in a language called Esperanto. So you'd have to read the subtitles to get what was going on. But again, for the longest time, this movie was considered a lost movie. Recently resurfaced, was released on VHS and now on DVD. So I saw this, I was like, I am getting this motherfucker because I've been curious to see this one. And now I have it in the collection. So, goody for me. Picked up this one because it's directed by Charles Band, and it says that it's Demi Moore's first starring role. Parasite. I will say that even though I do watch a lot of horror movies, and have watched a lot of horror movies, I am always surprised at the amount of horror movies that I have not seen. Not to brag, but I have seen a lot of stuff, and as you can clearly see, I do own a lot of stuff, but I am always taken aback when someone mentions a movie that I haven't seen, or I come across this kind of thing, which I'm like, I don't remember this, but I add it to the collection, watch it, and then I have something to talk about with others. Like, hey, have you ever seen Parasite with Demi Moore? No? Well, it's a thing. Or if I come across someone that has seen it, I'm like, have you seen this? Yes, I have. Oh, tell me more. What did you think of this? It's a great conversation starter when you find these weird, obscure movies. Or maybe it's a well-known, popular movie and I just now came across it. I don't know. But happy to add this one to the collection. Anything with Charles Band and Demi Moore. Yes, yes, yes. And the last one I got is from David Cronenberg, The Brood. I can't say that I've seen this one either. There's, again, so many movies that are out there that I haven't seen and I've been trying to look for on DVD. And I finally found this one. So this got added to the collection. And I will for sure watch it and enjoy it for myself. I know of its existence, but I've never been able to see it. But I found a copy, so hey, hey! Like always, I like to recommend the standout in the collection. And I'm going to go with the Friday the 13th, the series. Enjoyable fun. Again, don't go into this thinking you're going to see Jason. You're going to see a lot of really messed up. I'm genuinely surprised they were able to get away with as much as they did in this series, because some of these episodes got really gnarly. So yeah, I was a big fan of that. Now, if I am lucky, I will be able to revisit that flea market swap meet thing and hopefully take a little money and buy those midnight movie releases and a couple of the alpha video releases that they had. If luck, is on my side, I will have that and I will share it with you later on. But also stay tuned for Action April. That's still a thing in the channel. But again, I wanted to diversify with my little short reviews on that disgusting Jack Daniels and Coke cans. And I will try to do more of those random movie recommendations, because Lord knows I have enough to share with you all. I just need to find the time to record these. But yeah, stay tuned also for the main Action April video reviews, which I'm going to post and share with you all. So lots of content coming your way from Professor Macabre, horror YouTuber, for the month of April. And since now I have a nice, comfy chair to swivel and relax on, no more back problems that will limit me the time that I can talk to you guys. I am super happy with this throne that has been added, and I can sit here all regal-like. Enjoyable. But until I see you next time, I wish you all, like always, a good evening.